Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Airy Sky Readley's video blog of Mary Sky. So I have a couple updates for you all. First of all, I am doing one last spreadsheet talking to you guys about today's current news. And then afterwards, hold on. And then I gotta turn this off so I can actually have. So I want to share with you a couple things going on. First of all, today's news. The news going around. I just saw a thing where, again, they're talking about kicking the can for Social Security. You believe that? They're literally going to kick the can for Social Security. I couldn't believe my eyes. And I was like, they're still kicking the can. So, that's one of the news articles I want to talk to you guys about. The second news article I want to talk to you about is, out of love for myself, I want to tell you that the other problem we have in American history is the fact that Derek Chauvin was charged with all 3 counts of, and now I think after watching the presidential speech, I know if Pee Wee was here, Pee Wee wouldn't watch the presidential speech. I did because I was trying to catch up on the news. They had an article about on it when the president was talking about President Biden, and he was talking about, I spoke to everyone on this case, something like to that effect. So he had, in my opinion, he was doing case tampering. I mean, literally, I could not believe in my own ears. And Chloe's sitting there going, "Did you hear that?" And I said, "Yeah." I mean, literally, he wants to be the savior of this country. However, I get a bad feeling that his freaking vice president dipshit is standing and speaking first. Biden never spoke first when Obama was president. When Bush was president, they didn't have the vice president speak first. I get a bad feeling that the vice president's really running things behind the scenes because it doesn't add up. I mean, look, she's sitting there. Every time he does a speech, it's usually she's speaking first. I mean, come on. She looks like a white woman with a dark white skinned person, and it upsets me. Literally, it upsets me that I'm standing around watching this, right? And I could see in Derek Chauvin's eyes, he's sitting there, and the judge is like, you reached a verdict, and he's sitting there moving his eyes back and forth like, yes, without a doubt, yes. And all of a sudden they say to him, guilty in all charges. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, well, we need this. Really? I told my dad the only reason why they're doing this, I called him back, is they're doing this for one stinking reason. I'll tell you what it is. They're doing this to quell the wars. They know the African Americans, the BLMs, can cause more damage than the Patriots. The Patriots' job is to do their job, And I, of course, think it's utter bullshit. You could sit there and say, "Oh, Rita, you must be racist." I'm not saying I'm racist. I'm not. I'm saying look at it from my point of view. The president says, I've discussed this case with the prosecuting attorney's office in Minnesota. He's basically stating right there, witness tampering. I mean, literally, witness tampering and whatever. I mean, look, he's sitting there. I pray that the jury does the right devotions. I mean, literally, think of it. What would you do? You'd sit there and say I'm insane. Am I? No, because you got to look at it from my point of view. I'm playing devil's advocate here. On one hand, the guy's guilty of a race crime and he murdered someone. On the other hand, the only reason why they decided to charge him with all three counts is two things. Two freaking problems. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying it's wrong. And that is, I have African American moderators. I have African American friends. I know African American transgendered people. They would say, oh, well, and I'm not speaking for any of them, but some of them would basically sit there and tell me outright that I must be for, Derek Chauvin. I'm not. What I'm saying is I want you guys to take a minute before you sit there and call me a fucking hack or a insane person to look at it from my point of view. Yes, took a year for his trial, right? Guilty on all three counts. I told that. The vision came back to me that they were going to basically commit him to 3 counts of, three things. Fortunately, Chloe thought that either he was going to be let off or he was just going to get manslaughter. Unfortunately, they decided to do this. Now, there's two sides of things. Biden basically sat there with Harris, and he's like, I talked to the prosecuting attorneys, I talked to the family, we need to do this George Floyd law. The Republicans aren't going to budge. They're going to sit there and stonewall it so they can sit there and say it's God's chosen to target African Americans. Now, I don't support racism. I don't support violence, but there's 3 reasons, in my opinion, the jury voted the way they did. And I'm not for Chauvin. I'm not. I'm just telling you my opinion of analyzing the video. 1, Derek Chauvin's lawyer, for one, basically was talking about chocolate chip cookies. When you basically sit there and say chocolate chip cookies, sorry to say, but if you're freaking talking about chocolate chip cookies, there's a fucking problem here. I also got a problem with these fucking scalpers right now, but we won't go into that. Then we have the other problem. The judge. The judge said that he can turn around, right? They found him guilty on all 3 counts, right? Now, if Derek Chauvin wants to get out of this whole situation, he will have to appeal this, because think of it. There was some witness tampering. The witness tampering was simple. Maxine Waters goes out and says, well, we don't get a guilty, we're going to go and do this, and this. Well, Dad said I took it out of context. Well, I looked at the video, and I was taking it as the media looked at it. Unfortunately, your old dad thinks, that I'm trying to cover. And, the thing is I see these things the way they are. Think of it. How would you feel if you woke up in the morning and, you look at this from a media perspective? They turn around. What do they say? They say, oh, yes. Biden turns around and Biden says, I've talked to everyone on this case. That tells you right there he's guilty as sin for sitting there. The old man couldn't even stand straight. Half the time I couldn't understand his wording. He's like, I talked to the family. It's like, dude, first the vice president speaks somewhat coherently. We need to pass this bill that I signed, and we need to really. Let me tell you what's going to happen. The George Floyd bill, they're not going to pass the damn thing. The Republicans are going to push back. Literally. The Republicans are going to push back because the Republicans, in my opinion, they don't give 2 shits about the African Americans. Hell, they don't want to give anyone more stimulus, right? Now what happens? They're just going to sit back, and old turd boy Graham's going to be like, anyways, I'm turd boy Graham. I won. All I had to do was stick my hand into the biggest and find the biggest turd in the toilet and hug it. I mean, the old Showtime joke. The thing is the American people need to look at it from my perspective. You sit there and you say, "Oh well, Rita, you need to do this and you need to." I don't have to do anything, because frankly, I analyzed the video. And Maxine Waters should basically be brought up. Instead, the Republicans can't afford it, so they just look the other way. This is why I am for what I'm for. I mean, I'm for African American rights. I'm for equality. But I'm not for the American people that get shit on. I mean, literally, see all those rallies? They were ready to take the streets, all because it was the crowds and Maxine Waters to change the tides, the entire freaking outcome. I mean, literally. I mean, and then they're like, we need to praise the police officers that went up against these people and spoke with their heart. We really do? I mean, I always thought it was a crock, literally a crock. I mean, literally, think of it. I mean, it's literally a fucking crock. Everyone hates. Everyone hates. Everyone fucking hates. And that's the fucking problem. It's literally a fucking crock. I mean, we're standing around dealing with our own attitude, and yet you're still getting some crap head going. We need to look whatever. I mean, think of it. The American people are watching all these people praise God, praise God. Yeah, God doesn't need praising, we're all God's children, but at the same time, how many people out there will really smile and say, God helped, God did help. I mean, literally, some of these people are richer than us now. I mean, I heard rumors of some dead, but one people got like 27 million for George Floyd death. 27 million. There's a wrongful death, and they prosecuted. Yeah, I would be like, I got the money, I'm leaving fucking, instead, we just need equality. Yeah, that's true. We need equality, but at what expense? At what expense? I mean, we all need equality, yes, but what happens next? They passed the George Floyd Act, African Americans are protected. Then what? The damn thug ass motherfuckers going to start capping off Chinese Americans and Hispanics, and they have to pass the Jorge Rodriguez bill, and then they have to pass the Lin Chan bill, or the whatever. And then what? Then they turn around and do the same fucking shit. Then they're like, oh, we need to protect these people. Then what? What's next after that? Police can't freaking harass colored people, for example. What's that? Trans people? Oh, we're going to cap trans and lesbians because they're not protected. I mean, come on. I mean, how much fucking shit do we got to go through? I mean, literally. I mean, to me, I am getting tired of I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired of the whole fucking problem here. Whole fucking problem. Literally. I'm tired of it. Tired of waking up in the morning and hearing, my dad, oh, well, it's about time we do this. Really? I agree, but at the same time, I mean, literally, I mean, look, I'll tell you what I think they were doing, okay, honestly, okay? I am for civil rights. I think what's going to fucking happen, even though there was a conviction, it's going to be overturned. It's going to be fucking overturned. You'd sit there and be like, oh, you're wrong, Rita. They're not going to overturn it. We know what's going, really, because they're going to overturn it due to the fact of Biden speaking about, I mean, if I was the lawyer, I would have filed for a motion of a mistrial because the trial wasn't fair. Literally. They basically put everyone in the hot seat, and two is they turned around and did not keep what's her name, Maxine Waters, who needs to shut her damn chili hole. And I would have basically I'm declaring a mistrial because Maxine Waters put fear into the jury. Son of a fucking bitch. I'm gonna fucking do this. Think of it. I love all of you. You know this. But at the same time, everyone needs to know with a heavy heart that um that the American people need to realize that they're getting shit on. Literally. If I went on TV as president and said, oh, I would expect that case to be thrown out within 24 hours. Said they wrote it through. Meanwhile, now you hear these people saying, oh, well, I mean, literally, we need this. We do need it. But at what cost? What's going to happen? You're going to see a lot more freaking regular people killing. Did anyone see the news today about the grocery store? The grocery store? Someone in New York shot up a grocery store again. I mean, come on. Don't these people have something better to do? No, I guess not. They're really trying to push for gun control. And unless someone does something stupid, they're not going to get rid of it. I mean, literally. And I don't support gun violence. I don't support someone buying a gun. I'll tell you why. Back then, when you bought a gun and you say, I'm doing it to protect my family, that's saying right there that even though you're buying the gun to protect your family, you're trying to commit murder. The Bible doesn't condone murder. Bible only, literally, look at the obnoxious objector. I mean, think of it. You guys want to say I'm insane, fine. But I don't support guns anymore. Even the sheriff turned around and said he doesn't support it. He told me outright the other day, we were talking about that. He says they need to get rid of it all. Give us easier ways to handle things without these. The gun is a weapon of the past. Same with the sword. Same with the point is everyone needs. But no, everyone's like, can't take away my guns. Well, we should take away all the black powder and everything else and say, here's your guns. You got a useless weapon. Enjoy it. We can't take away the firearm, but we take away the powder. Think of it. American people need to fucking live, you know. And then everyone calls me a freaking pacifist or some douchebag moron who's like, take away the guns. Look, when guns are basically making the news more and more every day because someone shoots up things, that's when I say it's time we fucking give out. But no one wants to give up their weapons. Their weapons they're. I mean, literally. I don't know about you guys, but I love you guys immensely. And I just can't stand seeing someone basically sit there. Yes, Chloe's happy that there's Black Lives Matter, but when you ask me, oh, do I support it? I don't talk about my opinion because I don't want to lose friends, but I'm saying it from my own devil's advocate. Biden basically admitted today that he did tampering of the freaking case. He said, I talked to him throughout the case. Yeah, that's telling you right there. I fucked you over to make sure Derek gets, you know. I mean, look at it. I mean, if the Republicans gave into the whole George Floyd law, right? Which they could. They just won't. They won't budge because they hate Biden. And they're doing the same fucking shit that the Democrats did when it came to hating Trump, right? But here's the thing. 2 wrongs don't make a right. The Bible says this. Can't just keep making wrongs to make a right. Thing is, you must trust God. All right, so God said this guy's convicted. Enough said. But when you got someone out there turning around and saying, look at Biden. He admits right there on TV, half out of it, looked like he was stoned. I talked to the family. And, yeah, he's working with the family and he's working the prosecuting attorney to bring a guy down because he wants to make everyone equal. But guess what? He'll make everyone equal except for grandma and grandpa that can't get hearing aid, dentures, dental work done, dental implants done, eyeglasses. But he'll go and get some there in a nice little fucking hoity-toity, smelly vagina because, well, the guy wants a vagina. You see where I'm going with this? The country has gone down the wrong moral paths. I mean, yeah. My father's like, oh, well, it's a plus that we save this. Look. I do support the outcome. I won't lie. But at the same time, looking over the video the other day, the judge says if Maxine Waters keeps opening your damn chili hole, they can do an appeal and do all this. Well, I think the appeal needs to be done for one reason. Blame it on Maxine Waters for fucking up. I mean, literally, all these people, Thing is someone's got to do something. I mean, literally, if you let the bastard do this, I mean, literally, Chloe knows my feelings. I even told Chloe. I told Chloe outright. Chloe and I were talking, right? And she said, so what do you think? And I told Chloe the whole story. And Chloe says, oh my God, if Biden did that, that's tampering with the witnesses, tampering. I mean, literally, he basically tampered with the witness. He turned and said, I pray that the jury makes the right decision. I pray. Hold on. So that was Chloe calling me. She wanted to let me know. What's this? This is a little bell button. Oh, okay. So that's the notification icon. Cool. Didn't know that. So, anyways, when Chloe gets home, I will, do whatever. But no, I mean, Biden says this. Kamala Harris says this. The Democratic Party are going to be pushing back now. They're going to basically do everything they can to stone cold this, right? But, I mean the Republicans, but if the Repubs do this, literally do this, and they do what they do, right? You know what's going to happen? I'll tell you what's going to happen. You guys are going to sit there saying, oh, Rita, you don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, I do. You see, the Republicans don't give in, right? They turn around and don't give in. And you know what's going to happen? I'll tell you what's going to happen. The American people are going to be screwed over. Is this it? Oh, yeah, that's why. They're going to turn around and they're going to be pissed. They are going to be pissed because think of what's going on here. You know, hey, Higgins. So think of it this way. Hey, Higgins, now that you're here, let's have a little discussion here. Soup slop? Why do you call it soup slop? Come on. I have a question for you, actually. Name about soup. Maxine Waters, okay? Higgins. I hope you're paying attention. You just tuned in, so you probably missed my part of the show, but I went ahead and watched the last part of a couple parts of the trial. And the judge basically lambasted Maxine Waters. The people said that they could appeal this. I think Derek Chauvin should appeal it on the grounds that Maxine Waters opened her trap. 2 is she put fear, Higgins, and I want to get your opinion, on the jury. The jury basically came back 11 hours, 40 minutes and says the bastard's guilty. And 3, my fellow brother Higgins, is the judge basically didn't even have any heart. It's like, here you go. He's everything's remanded, bail's remanded, blah, 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 right? Thing is, and the second thing that really pissed me off watching the entire show, Brother Higgins, is the fact that, and I hope you're paying attention here because I don't want to repeat it, but did you see the president speak? He looked like he was in a stupor state, right? He was literally in a stupor state. He's like, well, you know, right? And so, anyways, he turns around, Higgy, old boy, and he's like, I've spoke to the family. Pay attention here, Higgins. I spoke to the family and the prosecuting attorney and the governor before this case came to a conclusion. I mean, I looked up every type of wording that he was talking about, right? He literally said he was talking to them before the jury made the decision. He even basically put the heat on the jury by saying, I'm behind the camera for a second, putting deodorant on, saying, Brother Higgins, that he, quote unquote, love this, by the way, love me talking with you today, quote unquote, Brother Higgins, that he had his hand talking to the case and getting the case to be on his side. His side. He's like, I talked to him about the case. I worked with him on the case. I mean, literally, the point is, hold on a sec, can't go on camera right now because putting perfume on in private spaces, you get my drift. He basically turned around, Brother Higgins, and literally sedated that he's working with the people on the case on national TV. If the old fart said that, which I heard him clearly, that's grounds for mistrial. Instead, they decided to let old Chauvin fry anyways because they wanted to make him fry. They wanted to make the family, by the way, the family, Piggy old boy, the family, by the way, I want to share this with you. The family of George Floyd got like $30 million. What the fuck? Where the fuck did that son of a bitch come from? What the fucking fly? Well, we better find that son of a bitch, whack the bastard. I hate flies. Especially buzzing around. Alright, so that's something I wanted to share with you. President turned around and stated that he was working with them on the case. Literally, that's fucking tampering with the fucking case and evidence. I personally think they should declare it a mistrial after rewatching some of it for this part of the video. Oh, yeah, you see? I'm not stupid, brother. You even know this. I did my own research. Thing is, this is a whole fucking smokes and mirrors. The fuck is that? You know what? I'm getting ready to fucking beat the shit out of that thing. Got a spreadsheet to finish and a fly pissing me off. Rather waste the roll of paper towels and whack this son of a bitch. Don't know where the hell that damn thing came from. It wasn't in my milk container, I tell you. Thing is huge, man. Never seen a fat fly before. Hey, Ebs, how you doing, Bobo? Sorry bothering me. I hope not. I'm killing you, little bastard, when I see the fly. When I see the son of a bitch. Thing is, the damn thing knows I'm targeting it. Find the little bastard. I'll kill the little bastard. Find him lying around. Right there. Son of a bitch. I don't like flies. Damn thing's gonna be fucking. You know what? I better find my fly swatter. It's easier to fucking kill the son of a bitch with it. Where is your fly swatter? Right here. This fly swatter is never missed. It's got fly guts on it. That tells you right there. Seasoned fly swatter comes more in handy than a non-seasoned fly swatter. Thing lands, I'm gonna fucking whack the son of a bitch hard. I'm gonna sit here patiently until I find the son of a bitch. It knows there's dead fly guts on it. It's gonna go bye-bye. No, that's why I got this veteran fly swatter. I used to leave fly guts on the ceiling of my old places. Too damn lazy to pick them up. That was my veteran's accomplishment, killing flies. But first I gotta find out where the son of a bitch went. How he got in here. The thing looks like a giant bumblebee, but it's fucking like this. It's like a big fly. I can find the bastard. I'll kill the son of a bitch. Oh, he needs to get rid of these soda cans. Bet you that's one of the reasons why. Or it could be Ebony's cage. Mommy, help me. What I want to do is I want to find that son of a bitch fly and whack it. It knows its days are numbered in this household. With the fucking heat going through the roof and Chloe being a lazy son of a bitch. I mean, literally open the door when flies in. Doesn't even want to do dishes. And yet, I'm the one looking for the little bastard. Any bugs around my room? Nope. Bathroom? Nope. Hopefully it's not one of those robotic government drone flies. Chloe was talking about that a while ago. She said she hit a fly once with sparks flew out of it. She said it was a government drone fly. Thought it was the funniest thing, I tell you. Government drone flies. Well, back to work until I find the son of a bitch. He knows his days are numbered. That's why I got fly swatter in my hand. Never thought I needed it. I am not going to ask an innocent fly to leave my house. I'm just going to freaking leave its fly guts wherever it hits. Hopefully on the fly swatter. No wonder why I probably haven't been sleeping. So conscious of those little bastards. Huh. Anyways, where was I? So yeah, so Biden turns around, and he says this, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, you gotta be kidding me, right? And you know me, Higgs. You know how the government is. And he's like, oh yeah, and then they want to. They're like, we're not done yet. We need to pass the George Floyd bill. Congress ain't gonna pass it. People sit there and say, oh, well, I'm being negative. Really, I'm being negative. Think of it. Congress won't pass it as long as there's a 50-50 majority in the Senate. That's the thing. As long as there's Republicans in the Senate and they don't have 60 votes, they're not going to be able to get anything done. Everyone knows this. And all these people turn around and say, well, it's good for the country. Really. Might be good for the country, but you know what's good for the country? Someone who does their damn job and gets these things passed. And I support, but Americans these days, a lot of these racists, they believe that it's a God-given right. I mean, literally. They believe it's their God-given right to discriminate against people just because they can, Uh, sometimes I hate this fucking algorithm. You gotta fill it out, and then you gotta spell it, and then you gotta fucking hope like this, and then there you go. Anyways, I love all of you. You know that. I just can't stand how I was watching President Biden be like, you're the words to talk to the case people, and they said it's basically witness tampering. And then he prayed they chose the right one. Yeah, because you know what he did? He put fear into them. We don't choose the right one. We're gonna have the blacks drum up support. The thing is, they're using the color card too much. It's either, like I said to my father, it's either they go ahead and give him the conviction, which, in my opinion, is justified, but at the same time, it wasn't justified if the jury basically was pressured by the president, the vice president, and everyone else just to turn around and be like, well, the logical answer, and there is no logical answer. The logical answer is it isn't. The logical answer is it doesn't work. Instead, you got some wackadoodle turning around and saying, well, I pray they choose the right one. See, I'm still waiting for that fly to land so I can go crap it, smack it one, You know. And then a lot of people say to me, like, well, Higgy boys, it's an innocent fly. Why don't you try sleeping with a fly buzzing around your head? I can't stand it. I mean, literally, my motto is you bother me with a fly bothers me, it's going to be going where it's going to be. I mean, literally, to me, for all we know, there's flies living in here, including clean her damn place. So got flower larva, maybe. I mean, literally. So, anyways, I just can't fucking believe the shit I'm going through. I mean, literally, people say to me, oh, you're just racist. Not really. I just basically don't like looking at the fucking fact of the matter and, turning around, and looking at the whole damn picture, and people sitting there and being like, but you must be racist. No, I'm not. I'm just basically speaking my mind that the American people need to fucking relax. I mean, from my point of view, I don't think to my opinion, the trial went fine until Maxine Waters opened her fucking trap. After that, it wasn't fair game. Literally. They say, oh, the judge or the prosecuting attorney and their chocolate cookie, chocolate, the evidence isn't all there. If you know how to make cookies, you can make cookies. If you can't make cookies, well, you need to look carefully because with one ingredient ain't there, it's reasonable doubt. I mean, literally, what the fuck is wrong with a guy talking about chocolate chip cookies? I mean, literally, to me, okay, spreadsheet done, just tomorrow. Last one done, I can actually rest till tomorrow and then hammer out some more. Thing is, this little chocolate chip cookie thing is what's really driving me nuts, Yeah, well, the window has a screen on it, so my motto is if I can find the damn fly, whack the son of a bitch. Maybe I can find it. I have nothing better to do until my milk comes back. Thing just vanished, that's the thing. Vanished like a fart in the wind. Thing is, these things are elusive at times. I just want to see it go. Like to see it and then be like. Now, if it goes into Chloe's room, I don't care. Because Chloe never cleans that damn room. I blame her for bringing the damn thing in there. But in my room, no. Usually they just keep flying. They don't land and sleep, I don't think. Anyways, hey Mop, how you doing? Wasn't bugging you? You. What are you looking for? Fly. I see a giant one right there over your head. I don't see anything. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, you can blame it on Higgies. He turned off the remote control fly. There's a remote control fly. Yeah, it's so tiny. It's like a little drone. Maybe the bunny ate it. Oh, what's up, little guy, huh? Huh? Hi. Don't swat me with the fly swatter. I would never swat a bunny with a fly swatter. Fly swatter don't want to be walked. Hopefully I find the bastard. Maybe it's lying on one of those light posts. Anyways, when Chloe finds it, Chloe can whack it. That's why I brought the fly swatter out. She's got better eyesight than me, anyways. Oh, that's right. You want attention? Yeah, I told Mommy Chloe to clean your cage tonight. Yeah. Higgins says you're the most adorable rabbit stew. Don't eat me. My name's Ebony Bunny. Oh, I know. Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson. Hey, did you ever see that episode of The Simpsons where he's playing like this fighting game and he's like, oh no, it's the Reverend Al Sharpton. And the guy turns the bone. He's like, blah, 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 blah. And the guy's changing from fat guy, thin guy, to this guy, skeleton, and then disappears. It's like game over. And he's like, oh no, it's the evil Reverend Al Sharpton. Oh. Thought that was the funniest thing, Man, I can't find it. Well, if you don't have to find it, that's good. I just need my spit cup. Good water, by the way. I just thought that was funny. Yeah, it was like blah, 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 blah. And he's like, oh no, it's the Reverend Al Sharpton. Oh, that was funny. What were you guys talking about earlier about this? About, what was it you guys talking about? Someone said something about The Simpsons, and Brother Cam took offense to it or something, I gotta see if I can find that real quick. on YouTube just to see if I can find it to share it with you, Higgins. It is funny though. Let me see if I do find it. Here we go. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Here we go. Hold on. No, I guess there is none. It's been so long. Is this what it is? Hold on, let me see. Nope, couldn't find it. Hold on. Is this what I'm thinking about? Nope, couldn't find it for you, Higgins. Sorry to say. I was hoping to. Hold on, let me see what it goes up. Couldn't find it. It's been so long. Well, it wasn't Millhouse. I can't remember. Hold on, maybe it's this. The monkey suit? Is this what it is? Let me see. Hold on. No, that isn't it. It's got to be this one. Treehouse of Horror X. Let me see. Is this the one I think about? Hmm. Nah, I can't remember what it is, but it was funny, you know. Oh, maybe that's just how they find it. Hmm. I just can't remember it, Higgy, oh boy. Otherwise, I'd find it for you. It was just too damn funny, you know. It was just funny. I used to watch it when I was a kid when it first came out in 1989, but that was a long time ago, Higgs. And they still had season 30 yet, or did they finally retire? I want to get the box set and then watch it, you know. Missed call again. Oh, yeah, Chloe called me just a little bit ago. She's like, she was like, I'm coming back with your milk. And I'm like, okay, cool. You know how I am, Higgs. I was like, cool. Need to get some chocolate milk, you know, for tonight. But also, Chloe wants fake short snooze. Hopefully, Chloe can find that little problem of ours and squash it. Just can't remember. Maybe you need a bath tomorrow, Mom. That's why that's flying around you. You smell. Shut up, Moppy. I had a bath the other day. When you say the other day, do you mean like last month? Shut up, Moppy. I had a bath the other day. They do. Everyone, my name is. What's that smell? That's your poo. It isn't me. I took a bath the other day. Do I need to call Aunt Tara? If Aunt Tara comes up here, she'll probably commit me for how long it's been since I took a bath. I mean, I sleep weird hours, so when I do get to sleep, I sleep. However, I'm getting ready to take a snooze for a couple hours, anyways, eventually, because Dad wants me up for part two of Pious. Mmm. Saw a funny show last night. Stupid Simi was in it, playing God. Pretty damn funny, in my opinion. Pretty damn funny, I tell you. Okay. Well, yeah, I agree with you, Higgins. Biden was talking slow mo. So this guy, right? That's one of these guys, right? He makes videos. He's got like more views than me, right? And he's always talking crap. He's in there and he says something like, "Oh, I don't have any friends," and blah blah blah. And people send him money. Send him money, Higgins. You don't see me complaining about money. No, the only thing I complain about is the fact that someone doesn't even think about activating super chats with someone who's got 500 subscribers want someone to activate super chats. Maybe someone wants to give some money, you know. Hmm, you know. So this person turns around, you know, and what do we got here? Oh, hey, big. Can see you there. Which one, big? So, big. We were just talking about that. That that thing, right? With Derek Chauvin that it just came out, and the problem is Maxine Waters should have shut her chili hole. Otherwise, everything was fine. But you know what? In my opinion, she opened a chili hole, and I think that put pressure on the jury. So I don't think the jury deliberated enough. But who knows? Maybe they just wanted to get out and go to their family. But now people, that's fine. Thank you. If anyone thinks I'm racist, I'm not. I was talking about Derek Chauvin, so you know. So what do you think? What do you think, Big? Do you think I'm racist? No, I was just talking my opinion of the whole case. I think he got justice, but I also think Maxine Waters screwed up. I mean, I love all people, but she needed to shut her chili hole. So, better check my balance. Anyways, I sent Chloe to get some milk. That was the only thing we needed tonight. I've been drinking more milk than anything, and I think I prefer milk over whiskey anyways. Whiskey's a little more expensive, I think. Let's see, $2, yeah. That's fine. I better check my other balance. I just don't want my other balance. Well, my opinion is, they should have just did what they did. I mean, my opinion is old big time was Brian is the fact that the American people, right? Some feel great, some feel bad. Me, we all just gotta basically move on. But the problem is, no one wants to move on. Instead, this Dina Anderson once accused me of being racist. All because I was joking about the Reverend Al Sharpton in the movie, in that cartoon, The Simpsons, where, Martin Milhouse is playing this video game. And in the video game at the arcade, they come across Al Sharpton. And his secret weapon is talking. And as he's talking, the video game character in the game is turning into a skeleton and a big pile of ash as he's going blah 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 blah. And so, to me, when someone calls me a piece of shit, it's basically a compliment. And I guess I'm a piece of shit, Big, because I like chocolate milk too. Thanks, Chloe. I talked to Chloe on a couple things anyways today, but I gotta tell you, Chloe would love that movie of who we showed Harry Pothead, Daniel Radcliffe, the beard. That was funny. And in the first season, Steve Buscemi plays God. Incompetent guy that can't read, can't write, can't open things, can't do anything. He created a planet and he just sits there, and he's like, eh. And when you want to ask, go down to the Department of like Natural Life or whatever, it's this giant machine that determines randomly when you live, when you're born, when you're died. That's it. It's just funny as hell.
Wow.
Oh yeah, but here's another reason why I bet you the jury basically knew he was guilty. I even told this to Chloe. Let me get the milk in the fridge. I told Chloe, what's the one thing that he did the other day? You remember?
Don't remember.
What was the one thing in the Constitution you can do not to talk in the Constitution? You remember?
Yeah. It's the freedom of speech.
No. The Fifth Amendment, thou shalt not incriminate oneself. He turned down testifying on his behalf, thinking he had the case in the bag. Instead, when he turned it down, chocolate milk, by the way?
Yeah, he turned it down.
When he turned down defending himself in court, he knew he would incriminate himself. So, that was basically one of the things that caused him. By the way, I have a favor for you. You got better eyes than me. If you find that big fat son of a bitch that's running around the house about this big, kill the son of a bitch with the fly swatter. He's buzzing around the kitchen. Damn thing was huge.
Horsefly.
I don't know what it was. It's just a big damn thing buzzing around. So, anyways, in the second season of this movie, this TV show, instead of basing it off of Buscemi playing God in the first one, they're in the medieval times, and Daniel Radcliffe plays a prince, and Steve Buscemi's back. Apparently, his father was really a sanitation worker and took pride in his job. But anyway, Steve Buscemi was playing Irwin Shit Shoveler. That was his last name, Shit Shoveler. And he had a shit shovel, and he'd go around to everyone's house saying, "I'm here to empty the shit," you know. But funny. I got to like episode 5 before I fell asleep. The buzzing around fly is just trying to make friends. Ha ha. The buzzing around fly, what Chloe finds, it will toast it. You know, we don't have hooks in the ceiling. Otherwise, I'd do like my husband did.
Zapper.
No. He'd hang up fly paper. It was fun watching him sit there. Or one of my favorite things when I grew up is my mom got me a whole bunch of them. They never bothered me. Flies in my room. I miss those days. My mom got me a present many times over.
What was it?
The Venus flytrap. Fly goes in there, trap closes, and the Venus flytrap eats the fly, using it as nutrients.
Wow. I like to have one of those.
You can buy them online, I think.
Just water it.
I don't think you need water with those.
Everything needs water.
Here we go. Venus flytrap. Might buy one. Here we go. Large potted Venus flytrap. Glioneus muscipula. 3-inch pot. There you go. You can buy for $22. You can buy your own Venus flytrap kit, but I already have one. You know, like this. Good for flies.
It should sell them in garden centers.
Mm-hmm. Flytrap pot that comes within a little bit of water, a gallon or so reverse osmosis or distilled water, and sunny window or place in the yard where your Venus flytrap pot in. Humidity dome through the Venus that sets up tarantula. Types plants eventually die. They need to be grown in open air. Well, mine grew outside my window. I like those because they can frickin' eat something, you know. Nah, I don't eat. All I need, guys, you know. But anyways, so this person comes in on my channel and calls me a racist piece of shit. I'm like, hey man, I'm a racist piece of shit. That's cool.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm. So anyways, I might have to put in episode 5 and or put in a movie, you know, take a short snooze until 9:30 comes around, you know. I didn't get much sleep last night, you know.
Yeah, take a short snooze.
So, you know. Hi. Well, she went out late because she took a shower late. Otherwise, she would have got you some snacks today at the pet store. So blame it on her.
Go tomorrow.
See, there he goes. He's looking at you funny. Good boy. Look at Chloe funny. Yeah, tell me all about it. Yeah, I know. I feel bad for you. Yeah, I hear you so much, Moppy. It's so bad. Mm-mm. No, but I have Netflix. Apparently, they're cracking down on codes right now, too, or passwords. Immediate family in the household could share, but anyone outside the household, like family, they don't want to share anymore. He's so cute. Yeah, I know you're a cutie pie. You got dry kibble. How are you in water? What, you want water, huh? Maybe the fly flew in your water bowl. That'd be nice. Maybe you got into the drain and went down the drain. There you go, Mop. Ice cold water, guy. You need water, otherwise you can't survive. I keep you hydrated, don't you, puppers? Mm-hmm. There you go. There you go. She's getting a slurping burp. Remember one time I timed it 7 minutes and drank water. It was a thirsty pupper.
Going back there.
No, maybe it's in your room. That'd be nice. Buzz around your house, the room. Hey, look, messy room.
All thought it'd be a spy trap and went right into there.
Then it'd take days for it to digest itself and eat it. I'm sorry, hey, big time Bun Bun can't eat a carrot because we don't have carrots.
They have some co-op for them.
Like, I really want to spend my money on carrots. I'd rather give them baby carrots. They're so small, you just get a little bit of a little baby carrot.
Oh, pineapple plants are carnivorous too.
Higgins, you had to say that, Higgins. We really don't want to hear about your mother's puppy having a farting fit. Remember one time my husband was sleeping on the couch and he woke up and he says, "What's that smell?" And then he heard it again and found out Moppy farted in his face. He was on the couch on the top and the back of it, and Moppy goes, "Pfft." He woke up and says, "Oh, that something stinks." And then here, you know, and then he's like, "Dang it, Moppy gas." Fly in the wall. Yeah, I remember Fly in the Wall. I think they were from Australia, if I remember correctly. Dirty deeds done the done dirt cheap. Dirty deeds done the done dirt cheap. In other news, he was transferred to a Minnesota correctional facility. Biden, he looks like he's a zombie in that picture. I believe Harris spoke first. In that picture there, it looks like Harris looks like semi-male, like I used to be a man. People say America is going to heal. Did President Clinton answers the jury made the right decision? Breonna Taylor says, "Thank you, God." And what do I feel? I feel, and the jury did their job, but I also feel honestly that the jury was pushed into it due to the fact that Maxine Waters opened her damn chili hole. A woman like that shouldn't be opening her damn chili hole. You guys, you know that too. Ugh. So, what do you guys got planned this evening? I know I haven't been sleeping much lately, so yeah, this one needs to be filled too, it seems. Seems Comet's petering out. Keeps petering out. I'm gonna leave. I got things to do. Like putting a movie and taking a nap on my dad's time. Hopefully I can sleep a little better. Last night I took a nap too. I was sleeping during a 2 hour thing that he played. He's like, "Oh, I know your eyes were open." No, it wasn't. I was sleeping, dude. But I didn't tell him that. I was like, "Yeah, that's cool." Oh yeah, you're racist, bitch. Hmm. Do. No, I bought it at the local bike shop. I got like two mounts in the front, the mounts these, and then two in the back of my trike, basically, that mounts the half-gallon water jug, so I can carry 4 water jugs on my trike. This is just from my trike. I just use it. And I filled one up, and then I got this one. It's almost empty, so I'm always using two. I always keep water on hand. They're really good too. They're dishwasher safe, and they're about $20. They're nice too. Yeah. Did you ever see Derek Chauvin? How he's sitting there, and the jury, he's waiting, and the jury comes in, and he's like relaxed. He's like his eyes are moving back and forth, and the judge gets the manila envelope and opens it, and he's like sitting there, and Derek Chauvin's like, "Oh yeah, reasonable doubt, yeah, woo," and all of a sudden they're like, on the first count of second-degree murder, we find the defendant, guilty, and he's like he just stood still, and his eyes were moving. Like on the third count of third-degree murder, blah blah, guilty, and he's like sitting there. You can see under that mask, he's like, and then it's like on the second-degree manslaughter, we find him guilty, and he's just sitting there, and then they ask the jury, and he's like guilty, and all of a sudden he's like, go into the room, and I'll be there with you in a minute. Answer any questions you have and give you more instructions. And then afterwards, he was like, afterwards, everyone, he went, he got up, stood up, and then they handcuffed him. That was it. And I mean, literally, he was in shock. I mean, literally. I've never seen. No, you could see it in his eyes. He was just literally shocked. It was like his world was over, you know. And then the judge was reading off the thing, and then it's like 8 weeks for the 8 weeks until they get all the information. Then later, I was watching the news where they were talking about how the federal courts can prosecute him too. How would the federal courts prosecute the guy? He already's been prosecuted in the state courts, you know. You know. It was just funny as hell, you know, listening to the guy, and it's like, you know, seeing that, you know. So I will tell you, Big, there was this video I watched the other day, right? This guy's sitting there and he's complaining he has no friends, you know, right? And he's a nervous breakdown. And people are feeding him money, right? 100 here, 200 there. And I'm like, dude, I don't have super chats. I don't even have 1,000 subscribers. And this guy's like, oh, I don't have any friends. People are just giving him money. And I'm thinking to myself, you don't see me sitting here doing a show for you guys and complaining about I need money. He's like, oh, no, people are just sitting there. He turns super chat on, and all that money goes to his PayPal. And it was like today, I was watching a guy, right? And he's like, he's standing around. And someone says, oh, I love your show, you know, blah, blah, blah. Congratulations on your 1.3 million. He'll have 2 million in no time. He's like, oh yeah, I have 2 million coming down. $100, $200, $300. I'm counting all the money up to the end of the show. He just sat there giving like an hour and a half discussion about the Chauvin case and the jury verdict, and he made over $1,000. And I'm thinking to myself, what a fucking bunch of losers. The ones that, you know, you got to claim it on your taxes, but the problem is these motherfuckers sit there and they're like, my content's really great. People, you know, and then there's other people think like my content's long or my content's crap or I only have a small inner circle, you know, and etc. And to me, it's like, you know, if I really wanted to ask for donations, I would be like, donate to my PayPal, but I don't. I give everyone the information freely, which brings me to the other discussion. I just saw a report today about household pricing going up in price, like coffee and milk and gas and foods and cleaning supplies and toiletries all going up in price, you know. But and you know, I talked about what's important, you know, for prepping. These people are like, I don't have any friends. $100, $100. I was like, dude, his content isn't even that good. I mean, you know. I mean, yeah, the clickbaiter's life. I agree. And then people say I clickbait, and it's like, really? No, I don't clickbait, you know. I mean, I'm disgusted. I'm literally fucking disgusted when I see people super chats, $100 here, $200 there, and it's like, and then people are like, oh, you're just jealous you don't have 1,000 subscribers because your channel is shitty. There is people out there that trust my judgment, and those are the loyal ones, and I'm loyal to back, you know, but I don't sit there and complain about needing money. I tell you always to hoard your money. Instead, these people think it's okay to give this guy $100 here. Well, the one that was crying and complaining, the son of a bitch got like $900 by himself just by crying. And he's like, oh, thanks for the super chat. And I'm going, I mean, literally, you know, Cam brought it up the other day. And I was like, yeah, I know the guy. And I just don't like him. You know, I really don't. I mean, I should, one of these days, I need to go through my subscription list and unsubscribe half of them because I don't like them. I just despise half the channel people, you know. Literally, I'm tired of these clickbaiting son of a bitches, and I'm tired of these fucking crying, whiny bastards that are sitting there chinking out people's hard-earned money. I mean, even people on, these people that are on disability and stuff gave him $100. It's like, you don't take $100 of your disability and give it to a guy you feel bad. I mean, come on. It'd be like you guys sitting there sending me $100 and $200 each because you feel bad that I'm on here all the time answering questions and trying to help you prep for the next 6 months, and I'm sitting there going, anyways, I went to bed for 3 hours, got up, and I'll tell you the story, okay? And this shouldn't have sympathy, and this is my story. And then last night, I got through the first hour and a half movie, and then the other 2.5 hour movie. I put my pillow down at the edge of my bed, and I fell asleep. And I was sleeping, and the microphone was muted, and Zoom was going, and Dad was watching something, and I was sleeping, and it was okay. I was sleeping, you know. And then I got up when Dad left, full of coffee, and I stayed up till like 7 or 8 in the morning, and then I went to bed, and I woke up maybe 3 hours again. So 3 hours, 3 hours, 6 hours, 2 hours, whatever, 8 hours total. And then I get up after having a vision about Derek Chauvin being charged with 3 counts. I mean, I had a vision this morning, jumped out of bed, made my coffee, and got prepared. And then I saw the news where it said, that's when I realized what was going on. I mean, literally, you can't sit there and say, "Oh, Rita, we feel we feel your pain. You're helping us so much prep and helping us find the best deals on canned goods and anything we need for our house. Here's some money, you know." You don't see me do that. You don't sit there and say, "Oh, we feel sorry." Instead, you guys are truly blessing friends that sit there and look at me and you're like, "Dude, you might be a little intoxicated, go to bed." Or, "Dude, 2 hours, 3 hours here, your body's shutting down slowly, take a nap. We can always do this tomorrow." That's how loyal you guys are to me. You're the guys that sit there and say, "Look, we may be your moderators and commanders, but listen, you should take a snooze. You don't sound too well." And I'll go, "Okay." Whereas this guy, "Oh, I don't have any friends." "Oh, have some money, have some money, have some money." "Oh, yeah." Cries a river, you know. Yeah, well, I'm not going to click on that, man. Anyways, I asked you guys a question. What's your plan for tonight? Yeah. See, I didn't get much sleep, so I'm hoping you two commanders will tell me to take a snooze for a couple hours. Otherwise, I ain't going to be up for Dad. I'll probably sleep about 10 hours. My body is just really wore down. I have these visions all the time, too, of what's going to happen in the future, so should see if Cactus is up too. What the hell is that? Oh, cross-dresser wearing pantyhose. What's with the pantyhose? Ugh. Hmm. I'm just tired. I'm fucking. Yeah, I would do that. What about you, Higgy, old boy? What's your plan? You said you took a walk out to go get your mail. So, would you gentlemen be happy if I disappeared for the night? Uh, what the hell is this? Cross-dresser? That's a cross-dresser. Definitely manly arms. This one's a. We'll just post comment. There we go. I'm not gonna bring up them again. I think I pissed them off the last time. All right, what about you, Higgy? Yeah, right. Thanks, guys. All right, so here's the plan for tomorrow. Okay, if I get a nice, good enough rest, I'll be up from 8 to 1 tomorrow, and then 2 to whatever. All right, so I'll have 2 episodes tomorrow for you guys. Please look forward to them. In the meantime, I need to prepare the next batch of spreadsheets. I'm somewhat behind schedule, and I want to try to get my spreadsheets back in course. So With that said, everyone, stay tuned. What was the other thing? Yes, prepping. We still need to discuss prepping in detail. So if you guys have any questions, please look for it tomorrow because I really want to help you guys with prepping too. So please add, subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestion, hit the like, subscribe button. So some fun for the family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs. Thanks for watching. God bless you in anything you do.